Hi guys, DevilHunterXYZ, and I'm back with more Final Fantasy VII. So really at this point, I just got out of the Gaia Cliffs, defeated a two-headed dragon, made my way through the, through the crater that's within the northern section of the planet, and went through this little, went through the whirlwind maze, well, almost done with it. And then, of course, encounters Sephiroth, who turns out wasn't really Sephiroth, but Jenova in disguise. And at this point, just trying to still track him down. Got the poison ring. Finding all sorts of goodies, I can tell you that. Because out of Death's Secret, I did get the, Reflect Ring. Starts battle with Reflect. Bulletproof vest raises vitality by 10. Okay. Well, might as well make my way. One more of these mazes. So I got the lightning and the wind, and then the shockwave. Okay, just trying to find the right time for this. I gotta avoid all three things at once. Ah. I can't run. Just barely. What the? What's going on? Stay calm, Tifa. Sephiroth's near. We should be ready for anything. Nibelheim. How in the hell? We huff too much Mako? We huff too much Mako, really? That's his first thought. It's just an illusion. Sephiroth's cooked up. He's trying to confuse us. Don't worry. As long as we remember it's all smoke and mirrors, there's nothing to be afraid of. Come on, let's keep going. Yeah, you're right. Oh. Come on, let's go. Hey, if it isn't Zack. Who the hell's this guy? He ain't Cloud. Sephiroth, stop this. This is stupid. How the hell do we get out of this thing? No need to get worked up, Cloud. It's just an illusion, remember? Great, now what? Just stop this already. But a nightmare, just like Corel. this is what really happened 5 years ago. Though if I had to guess, it won't be me who comes out of that Shinra manor. Just watch, he's gonna show us another stupid illusion. See, what did I tell you? Hey, it's you. Please tell me you're still sane. Then come over here and lend me a hand. I don't want to watch this. Cloud, don't watch. I'll check this house, you take that one. What's wrong, Tifa? Didn't I already tell you? As long as we remember it's an illusion, there's nothing to be afraid of. Or is it? Hey, you okay? Damn it, we're still in an illusion. Sephiroth, I know you can hear me, and I know what you're doing. You're trying to tell me I wasn't here 5 years ago? That I was never in Nibelheim? I'm right, aren't I? So, you finally understand. In other words, you just want to confuse me. That's it, isn't it? But it doesn't matter what you show me, you're not going to change my mind. Because I remember it all. The heat of the flames, the agony of my body, the pain in my heart. But do you? After all, you're just a puppet. You have no heart. You cannot feel pain. What meaning could such a being's memory... What meaning could such a being's memories possibly hold? The world I've shown you here is reality. This is history, as it truly happened. The only one creating an illusion is you. Cloud. Cloud. Do you understand now? There's nothing to understand. But let me ask you something. Why? Why are you doing this? Because I wish you to return to your true self. And then, just as before, you will bring me the black materia. How mortified Hojo will be to learn the one he deemed a failure proved more useful than all the others. Hojo? What's he got to do with me? Everything. It was he who created you after Nibelheim burned down 5 years ago. A puppet, crafted from most potent ingredients, Genova cells. Her astounding life force, and similar abilities amplified by the power of Mako. An incomplete Sephiroth copy, a subject without a number. That is who you are. That is what you are. Yeah, I ain't buying it. Cloud, don't listen to a word he says. Cover your ears, close your eyes. What's wrong? It's not like any of it can get to me. I tuned him out halfway through. All that talk about Hojo creating you? It's a lie. It has to be. Think about the memory we have together. Back when we were kids, under the beautiful starry sky. Come, Tifa. Your words betray you. What is it you fear? Shall I show you what's in your heart for all to see? It seems you prefer I don't. Tifa, what is he saying? Is what he's saying true? What's wrong, Tifa? Why are you so scared? You don't have to worry about me. No matter how mixed up I might get, I'd never believe a word Sephiroth says. Sure, there are times I get confused about who I really am. And it's true, some parts of my memory are hazy. Lots of parts even. But, Tifa, remember what you said? Long time no see? That's what you told me back then. And those words are something I can always count on. I'm your old childhood friend. I'm Cloud from Nibelheim. No matter how much I lose sight of myself, that'll always be true. So, you shouldn't be so scared, Tifa. More than anything, anyone else might say it's what you believe that matters. That's not true, Cloud. What's not true? I'm Cloud, aren't I? We were friends growing up, weren't we? That's not what I mean. It's hard to put into words. Just give me a moment, Cloud. A second to think. That's all I need. Cloud, you mustn't blame Tifa. Allow me to explain. Genova is possessed of a certain ability. She can transform, you see, change her appearance, her voice, her behavior to match the memories in other people's minds. The part of Genova inside of you attuned to Tifa's memories and created your so-called self. It scoured the many young men inside her recollections. And among them may very well have been a boy named Cloud. Cloud, just close your mind, don't think, please. No, Cloud, you must think. But why am I calling you that? You never had a name. Just shut up, Sephiroth. You still don't see. Very well, then. Perhaps you remember that photo we took. It was right before we left the village for Mount Nibel. You do, don't you, Tifa? But there's no way Cloud could. Now, I wonder what became of that picture. Could this be it? Why don't you take a look? It turned out quite well. Cloud, don't. It's okay. I'm sure I'll be in it. And even if I'm not, who cares? This is just some illusionary world Sephiroth's made up. Here's a picture of Zack, along with Tifa and Sephiroth. Figures. This picture's a fake. The truth is all in my memory. I came back to Nibelheim 5 years ago. Our orders were to survey the Mako reactor. I was 16. The village hadn't changed at all. What did I do again? That's right. I saw my mom. I met with people in town. Oh, and I went to your room, Tifa. That's right. I looked in your dresser. Probably should have skipped that part. I even read the letter that come from. I even read a letter that come from you. That come for you? Came for you? A little bit of typo there. And then I spent the night in Nibelheim. Next morning, we headed up to the Mako reactor. I was excited for it. Because that was my first mission as a soldier first class. Soldier first class? Soldier? When did I become a soldier? Stop, Cloud. How do you even join soldier? Why can't I remember? I see. There was never anything to worry about. After all, I'm just... Cloud? Nothing. I'm fine, Tifa. Let's go. I see. Guess I shouldn't have worried about it. Sure, okay. I think I overdid a little too. Tifa, it'll be alright now. Really? Yeah, sorry I made you worry. I solved the mystery. What do you mean? I'll explain it to you later. I need to do something now. I don't remember this part. Of course I'm back here again, huh? Unless, am I supposed to go back? I don't have no idea. Not another Tunbury. Okay, maybe not. I guess I'll just keep going. Yeah, this is a little bit of cut content because I don't remember getting shot back outside again. I was kind of questioning... So it's kind of a question if Sephiroth was telling the truth, or if Cloud's memories weren't even his actual memories. If that Cloud had never came to Nibelheim. I mean, well, that's what Sephiroth is showing, that Cloud never came to Nibelheim, and that it was Zack who accompanied him during that mission. And kind of saying that he was created by Hojo. I mean, in some sense, it's kind of true. I mean, again, that's something you kind of have to read up more in Crisis Core than anything else. Incredible. It's all materia. Outside, a flood of Mako. Inside, a trove of materia. Truly, we have arrived at the Promised Land. There's no such thing as the Promised Land. It's a legend, a fable, as ancient as it is foolish. And yet here one lies, just as I dreamed. It's not real enough. It's that stubborn lack of imagination that makes you a second-rate scientist. What's going on? It's coming from inside the walls. Something's moving. Whoa. Die. The weapons. So, they really do exist. I never would have believed it. What are you talking about? Monsters created by the planet. The weapons return everything to nothing when the planet is threatened by a crisis. At least according to Professor Gast's report. I've never seen any such report. Where is it? Here. Right here. You keep quite a lot of secrets, don't you? I wonder how Cloud and the others are doing. It's hard to believe this tiny orb of materia could destroy the whole planet. Whoa. What the? Is everyone alright? What's going on? You guys. Where am I? Don't leave me alone. Red 13, you're here. Thank goodness. Tifa? Something weird's going on. It got all dark all of a sudden, and everyone disappeared. They're all waiting up ahead. Cloud's in big trouble. Come on, please. You gotta help us. That way. Right. I'm not sure what's going on, but I guess I'll go go help out. And don't forget to bring the black materia. Mr. President, something doesn't feel right. Perhaps we should return to the airship. We need to arrange a proper investigation anyway. Oh, everyone's here. Hey, where did you come from? Never mind that. You don't know what you're dealing with here. Get out of this place now, and leave things to me. Leave things to you. You have to explain more than that. This is the gathering point for the reunion, where everything will end and begin anew. Cloud? Cloud, I'm here to help. Cloud's not really feeling himself. Thanks, Red 13. Have you got the black materia? Of course, it's safe with me. I'll handle it from here. The black materia. Could you? Everything alright, Cloud? Okay then. It was pretty scary holding on to it. Thanks. Like I said, I'll handle the rest. I apologize for everything I put you through. It will all be okay now. I make sure the black materia is delivered safely. Now, bring it to me. Oh. It's calling to him. Thanks for everything, you guys. And I want to say sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Especially to you, ma'am. I'm truly sorry. You've been so kind to me, I hardly know what to say. I couldn't live up to being Cloud. Miss Lockhart, I hope somehow you get to meet the real Cloud one day. Professor Hojo. How marvelous. This is proof that my experiment was a perfect success. Tell me, what number are you? Where's your tattoo? Professor Hojo, I don't have a number. I was a failure, so you never gave me one. What? This can't be. The only one to make it all the way here was a failure? I never had any idea what the reunion was, let alone that it had begun. Yet, here I am, and I brought the black materia with me, just as Sephiroth desired. Silence, you miserable failure! Please, Professor, give me a number. I want to have one too. Is that too much to ask, Professor? To think that those who deem success would fail, And you, who I judged a failure, would succeed so spectacularly. What are you two talking about? Well, Cloud completely lost himself, being practically controlled by the Jenova cells inside of him. And I think at the same time too, Tifa's realizing, well, I think she subconsciously locked her memories away after the traumatic experience she suffered from Sephiroth back then, so I guess that's part of the reason why she never really wanted to believe what really happened, or part of her may have known the truth, but she just didn't want to accept it, maybe? I guess. It's never really fully explained why Tifa just now decides to open up to that mentality that she knows that Cloud was never really there. But I think part of her subconscious just locked away that memory. That man, who is he really? One of Sephiroth's copies I've created 5 years ago. It was right after Sephiroth died. Jenova cells and Mako were the base. I added to those my knowledge, skills, and genius to craft a set of specimens, equal parts science and occult. I'm not thrilled. It was a failure that managed to do it, but at least my reunion hypothesis has been proven correct. I speculated that even were Jenova's body to be separated and scattered, her errant limbs would eventually converge and regenerate as whole. This process is what I dubbed the Jenova's reunion. Long I waited for that reunion to start. 5 years passed, and at last the copies began to stir. I assumed that the copies would gather in Midgar where Jenova was stored. Alas, that prediction proved incorrect. Quite the opposite. Jenova began moving away from the Shinra building. Being the genius I am, it didn't take long for me to understand. You see, it was all Sephiroth's doing. After he died, it was his will refused to dissipate into the livestream. Instead, Sephiroth himself began controlling the copies I had created. Yes, that's how it began. I still didn't understand where all the copies were headed. I too struggled to understand. But I was positive that whenever it was, Sephiroth would be there waiting. I was never chasing after Sephiroth. I was being summoned by him. All the anger and hatred I felt, they were a gift from Sephiroth to ensure I'd never forget him. Sephiroth, I'm here. And I've come bearing a gift of my own, the black materia. Please, show yourself. Where are you? There you are, Sephiroth. We finally meet. Whoa. So this is the real Sephiroth. Look, it's Sephiroth, so he is here. Marvelous. What a tremendous fusion of power, Jenova's reunion and Sephiroth's will. Both refuse to dissipate into the livestream, and now they have gathered here. What are you so happy about, Professor? Don't you realize what this means? Cloud has the black materia. Sephiroth's going to summon a meteor. Every last person on this planet will die. There's no point in mourning about it now. Escape is our best and only option. I'd like all you to come with us. There's still much I need to ask. Cloud, stop, please. Cloud. Handing the black materia to Sephiroth. Run away. Looks like the sapphire weapon, I think. Got the diamond weapon. The ultimate weapon. So much power. There was a ruby, and I think emerald was there. One of them. But wait a minute, what about jade weapon? I mean, that is a real one. That was a real weapon, the jade weapon. But I think that was only in before Crisis. I think. And then technically, there was the ultimate one, the biggest one of them all, Omega. But that wasn't really discovered until, that wasn't really a concept until Dirge Cerberus. Cloud. Cloud. Come back. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to help. Just like always. Hey, you alright? Yeah. Poor kid. Are you alright? Tifa? Tifa? Tifa. Oh, Cloud. That's right, I'm Cloud. It really is you, isn't it? To think we meet again here of all places. Yeah, sure has been a while. But what happened? You look like you've been through the ringer. Yeah, well, don't worry. It's nothing I'm not used to. How long has it been? 5 years. What's wrong? Nothing. Just long time no see. It had actually been 7 years, not 5. You joined Soldier just like you always dreamed of, but after the incident with Sephiroth, you decided to quit. That's when you started working as a mercenary. You told me all about what happened after you left Nibelheim. Only, things were strange. The more you talked, the more I felt like something was off. You've forgotten things everyone else remembered just fine, and knew things you had no right of knowing. I wanted to talk to you about it to see what was going on, but whenever I asked, it felt you started to go, but whenever I asked, it felt like you start to go somewhere far away, and that was the last thing I wanted. I didn't know what to do. I figured I just needed more time, which is why I got you that job with Avalanche so I could stay by your side and keep an eye on you. So I guess even deep down, Tifa knew what Cloud was saying had a lot of plot holes, I guess, inconsistencies, but she didn't bother questioning it too much. I think at the time she just wanted to see Cloud to make sure that he was okay. It's so bright. Right. It's so bright in here.
Give yourself a minute. You've been asleep for a long time.
I'm hungry.
Ain't you gonna ask? About him?
I'm too scared to.
Well, you can relax. I don't know what happened to Cloud either. Though, maybe relax isn't the best word. I still don't even know if the others are okay.
I'm sure they're all alive. How long have you been out?
Let's see. Must be 7 days now since you know.
And what about Sephiroth?
Doesn't seem like he was fully revived yet. You remember that blinding flash back at the Great Northern Cavity? After that, this huge barrier of light went up all around the crater. Word is Sephiroth's still sleeping deep down inside, protected by that barrier. And there ain't nothing we can do to get to him. Just gotta wait till he opens his eyes. To make matters worse, these giant things called weapons have gone on a rampage.
Weapons?
Remember that big-ass monster at the bottom of this crater near where Sephiroth was? Well, now it's up here, along with his friends. Apparently there are some sort of legendary beasts left over from olden times.
These weapons, are they guarding Sephiroth?
No clue. But the second they appeared, they started going round the world, tearing shit up. Rufus is trying to fight back. I hate to admit it, but the guy's got grit. It should be us out there taking down those monsters, but we don't got time for that.
Don't have time? That's right. The meteor. What happened? Yep. That's one big meteor. I guess I'm controlling Tifa now. So that's it? There's nothing more we can do?
Don't know.
I thought Cloud would have shown up by now to save you. I know Professor Hojo is just aching to examine the man.
What are you planning to do with Cloud? Sephiroth's sock puppet, you mean? Meteor's already been cast. I expect your friend's gone back to the toy bin. Which means that you're all useless now, too. No, there's one more way you can help. Mr. President, preparations for the execution are complete. Execution? What are you gonna get out of executing us? You're the ones who got us into this mess. It's only fair that you face punishment for it. The ignorant masses will be sated for so long as someone faces justice. I take back what little praise I gave this asshole. Just try to enjoy your last moments. I'll bind your arms now. It says I control Barrett now. Okay. Can I escape? Hey, eyes ahead.
I guess I can save, right? Might as well, in case something else happens. I guess... Gold Saucer region. Kind of strange that we're just back here on Junon. Let me escape. Pass is just prohibited beyond this point. Esteemed colleagues and guests, are we all here? Behold, the culprits responsible for plunging our world into chaos. Live, what are you gonna broadcast the execution, huh? Live for everyone to see.
Who the hell are those people?
Your miserable deaths would be broadcast nationwide for everyone to see.
A question, Miss Scarlet. Why a public execution in this day and age?
With that meteor in the sky, the public is in disarray. To restore order, we must bring justice to the criminals responsible, even if we have to invent some. You make me sick. They never admit it, but people love this kind of stuff. Very well, let's begin with the girl.
If you gotta start with someone, start with me.
Oh my, make sure you're getting that, cameraman. There's nothing better than a tearful goodbye. What are you doing? Welcome to my special gas chamber. Do take your time dying. I wouldn't want you to miss out on any suffering. Stuck-up harlot. Damn, a bitch slap. Hey, you dropped the key. Now then, time to enjoy the show. Red alert, red alert. Weapon attack imminent. All military personnel prepared to engage. Oh no, a weapon? Everybody run! Just hold on. Damn it, of all the times. A question, Miss Scarlet. How are you feeling right now?
Look at you, not running. I'm impressed. What was your question again? How I'm feeling? Yeah. What the? Sleeping gas? That's some secret agent shit.
It's Kate Sith.
We've been infiltrated.
Whoop. Luckily missed. Well, sadly he got him. Grenade. I hate when he puts me to sleep. I'm here to rescue you.
But why? Don't you work for Shinra?
I draw the line on capital punishment. And anyway, I cannot stand that woman. No, come on. You have to save Tifa. I'll keep edging at I'll keep edging at the entrance. Actually, let me change. Well, I do got the conch shell. Yeah, but did I have anything else, or it was just silver megaphone? No, I don't think I bought anything else. I was thinking if I bought anything back at the Icicle Inn, but no, I don't think I did. Oh, I could just change out the silver armlets. Maybe for the diamond bangle. Or maybe just the infernal armlet. And maybe I'll equip... Maybe I'm gonna equip the protective ring. Why not? Oh yeah, that's right. All of Cloud's materia is still here. Forgot about that. Cloud's out of the party for the time being.
You fools. I've already flipped the switch.
Can't.
It won't open. It's a weapon.
There's no end to their attacks. Can we fend it off?
We have to. Permission to engage? You needn't ask. A blast from the cannon should be more than enough. Deploy all batteries. Begin training cannon. Target the weapon. Preparations complete. On my mark, fire. Did we do it?
Did we get it?
I believe so. Weapon approaching. It's headed right for us. Speed 50 knots. Impossible. We hit that thing dead on. Can we fire again? It will take time to prepare the cannon.
Then use conventional artillery to buy some time.
Yes, sir. Deploy all batteries. Target the weapon. Don't let it reach the shore.
Yeah, there's a sapphire weapon, I think is what it was.
$70 knots. Weapon closing in.
This is bad. I guess to keep in mind, these weapons were created to protect the planet from any major catastrophe that's about to happen. But I guess the question why it's now attacking everyone here, can't really say. Maybe it sees Shinra itself as a threat. Oh no, the gas. Gas?
Barret, help! Hold your breath, Tifa. Keep it as long as you can.
Are you kidding? I'm not a free diver.
Shit. That gas chamber must be locked from a different room.
It looks like we got no choice. Time for plan B. Let's start by getting out of this room.
Don't worry, Tifa. I'm gonna find a way to save you. Damn it. Now this is locked too.
Nitwits. You're the both of you. Now you'll never save her.
God damn it.
Oh jeez. Guess it's time for plan C. Let's get to the airport. Move your ass.
The airport? You expect me to just leave Tifa there?
Trust me. Sometimes you just gotta roll the dice. Go to the airport for what? Where are you going? The airport's the other way. Okay. Still gonna get hit with battles, unfortunately. Oh, soldiers. Soldiers second class. How much health does this thing have? Deathstroke. Actually, which way is it? Gonna get hit with fights. Of course I am. Yeah, so it looks like that protect ring does give me barrier and and well, basically just give me a wall altogether. Barrier and magic barrier. Or was it barrier mono ward? It's a news crew, I think. Run away! Ah! Aqua breath. Okay, let's keep going. Excuse me, gentlemen. I can see you're in a hurry, but if I could please just...
Damn right we're in a hurry. Make way and shut up.
Please, not so loud, sir. You wouldn't want to piss off the amazing Yuffie.
Yuffie? The hell you doing here?
I'll explain later. We gotta hurry to the airport. She also wants to go to the airport. What do I have? Puma Shuriken. I don't think I bought anything for Yuffie as well, actually. Again, I could change out the carbon bangle for something else. I guess go for the diamond bangle. Okay, I guess that works, maybe. Alright, I'm just trying to make sure everything's here, accounted for. I think honestly the morph material kind of works better with Yuffie than anything else. The roulette cannon. That was kind of quick. Toy box. Alright, we're here.
Yo, you sure this is right? Looks like a dead end to me.
Huh. Did I take a wrong turn?
You damn cat! How the hell do we know? How the hell do we do now? There's gotta be a battalion on us any second. Looks like we got one last battle to fight. Don't quit on me now, partner.
Move your arms, legs, and head to escape from the chair. Okay. Single buttons will only get you so far. Okay. I'm surprised by that. Now which switch turns off the gas? No more gas, but I'm still trapped in the room. Open, damn it. Ooh. Point blank with the cannon. That just completely destroyed Sapphire weapon. Hey, what's going on? Hey, open the door. First you lock me in your freaky death chamber and now you want me out? Make up your mind. Fine, I'll pry it open myself. Gotta get out of here. I love her just scaling the cannon as if nothing. Oh no, that guy fell. Whoa. It's gotta be at least like 50 stories. The sister ray. Running along with the cannon just kind of reminds me of that fight that happened in Crisis Core with Sephiroth, Genesis, and Angeal. Our little game of tag ends here. That gas might fail to kill you, but I doubt plummeting to the ocean surface will. It might even prove more thrilling to watch. Ow. Uppity till the end. I've been waiting for a little payback. Take this, you old hag. Ugh. How mortifying. That was such a random bitch slapping contest we just had. What are you doing just standing there? Seize her. Show's over, sweetie. Resist and I'll make sure they drop you. Run. Run to the end of the cannon.
Climb aboard. Whoa.
Well, I got myself a new mode of transportation, I guess.
You alright, Tifa?
Yeah, cheeks hurt a bit. But forget that. What's all this about? You can hear it with the details later. All you need to know is the Highwind's orders a whole airship just for us. And of course Yuffie's here. Glad you're safe, Tifa. I think I'll stay up here a little longer. Her air sickness knows no bounds. Actually, I don't think it's just air sickness, it's just motion sickness in general. She gets motion sickness pretty easily.
Damn it, why didn't you tell me? Yeah, we had an airship from the start. I thought Tifa was gone for good.
Sorry about that. I had to keep the bodies fooled. No, come on, everyone's waiting. Everyone? So they're all here? Welcome my airship, the Highwind.
What gives? Glad to be more impressed.
Sid.
Oh, right.
We're a little short-staffed. Oi, Tifa. Just slapped Scarlet around real good, eh? Don't get me wrong, I loved it. Had a blast just watching. Don't ever forget that fighting spirit. Keep your head high and carry on. Life's full of ups and downs.
I'm glad you're safe, Tifa.
I wonder if we're still strong enough without Cloud. You think we can save the planet on our own? That meteor's getting closer and closer, and the weapons are wreaking havoc everywhere. What do we even do at a time like this? I've got no idea, none.
Don't talk like that, Tifa. We'll figure this out together. There ain't no getting off of this train we're on, not until it's reached the end of the line.
If only Cloud were here, he'd find a way to solve all this. Cloud, he'd stand there with that cocky little pose of his and say, "Everything's gonna be fine, Tifa." That's what he'd say.
Come on. When did you get to be such a wimp, Tifa?
Calling her a wimp, really? Sorry, Barrett. I'm surprised with myself too. Kinda let down, huh? Besides Tifa, the guy we all thought was Cloud. I know. Which is why I want to make sure. I need to see him again.
It's not like we were screwed without Cloud. We did just fine on our own back in the beginning, right? What happened to the strong Tifa I used to know?
Really? Hey, Tifa. Got to be if you're not sure what to do. I can link you all sorts of helpful Shinra intel. That always the case? I've never had a reason to dislike the guy. Gotta admit though, he was a strange fella. Just when you thought he was cool, he'd go and do something stupid. And just when it seemed like he had all the answers, he'd get stumped by something obvious. The way he moved and talked never quite lined up. And thinking about it now, I guess I understand why. Anyway, stay alive long enough and I'm sure you're bound to meet again. Chin up, kid. Meet again? Yeah, we will. All we gotta do is find that spiky-haired dork. Spiky-haired dork? Then we can jet on over to see him. I've been thinking, when the ground caved in at the crater up north, what if Cloud got sucked down even further beneath the surface? Down below the earth? You mean into the livestream? Right, the livestream courses just below the ocean, and from time to time, it actually would break through the seafloor. I remember hearing about a place that sometimes happens where the livestream bubbles up to the surface. Maybe, just maybe Cloud bubbled up with it. What would that be exactly? We're fine just being flies on the wall, no need to talk to us. Yo, what the hell are you doing? Whenever anyone talks to me, I get all nervous and start making mistakes. Actually, I kind of do want to explore a little bit. Got the cockpit, operations center. Hey there, my hands are pretty full at the moment, so you'll have to excuse me. I just want to chat. Let's see. Oh, want to hear about our mutiny? Sure, let's go with it. Us Highwood crew had it pretty bad under Heidegger. He drove us like slaves day after day. Whenever he got told off by the president, he'd turn around and take it out on us. But we all put up with it. Even when his fist came out, we stayed patient. After all, we finally managed to become crew members on the Highwind. We weren't about to throw that away. But that all changed one day, a week ago. If I'm not mistaken, we were manning a flight to the Great Northern Cavity. After arriving, all the top brass got out. President Rufus, Director Scarlet, everyone. But no longer after, they piled back on board, this time with a few new faces. And who should I see among them but Captain Sid, the legendary pilot himself. He was looking around the ship, taking things in with an air of nostalgia. Suddenly, he stopped and started talking to me and the crew. I couldn't believe my luck. I was practically choking with gratitude. He was every bit as kind and warm-hearted as I'd heard. Really? He's kind and warm-hearted? Captain Sid said if the Highwind were his journey would be a cinch. What journey? We asked. The journey to save the planet, he said. I couldn't believe my ears. My heart was set ablaze. So we decided to help him. When we got back to Junon after the Great Northern Cavity, I started screaming, fire. We took advantage of the chaos, me and Captain Sid and the rest of the crew, and managed to steal the airship from Shinra. But that's the story of our mutiny. Just a humble little rebellion against our corporate overlords. Only snag was you and Barrett got captured by Heidegger. After 7 days of watching and waiting, we finally saw an opening. Our rescue mission succeeded. I'm so happy to see you safe and sound. That ended up being quite a long story. I appreciate you listening to all of it. Oof. Excuse me, ma'am. Captain Sid's waiting to speak with you. Okay, let's just keep at it. I need to find a saving spot eventually. Pilot in training. Oh boy, oh geez, oh gosh, Captain Sid. Sorry, Tifa. Gotta train this numbskull how to land the ship. Quit moaning, son. I'll be with you in a minute. Oh, Tifa, one more thing. Whenever you decide to do preparation's a must. You should head over to the operations room and get things ready. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Make my own team, I guess. Yeah, so for this point on, well, for right now, I'm controlling Tifa. I think I'm gonna bring Yuffie. And maybe Kate? For now, I guess. Oh, by the way, ma'am, if you ever need a refresher on where you ought to be headed, feel free to take a gander at the map on the monitor over there. Really? I didn't know about that. Luckily I can save inside the Highwind. What would you like to do? Turn off the screen? View the map. Current objective, locate cloud. Well, okay, I mean that... Yeah. Locate cloud, yes, I gotta locate cloud. Didn't really tell me where I gotta locate cloud, it just says to find him. It's so lonely here. Won't you bring a chocobo on board? How do I do that? Allow me to explain. First, you gotta be riding a chocobo you raced yourself. Then just board the Highwind. Once you do that, your bird will be taken to this here choco pen. You can leave all the looking after me. What's that? How do you race your own chocobo? Can't say I'm much of an expert. If you're interested in learning, why not visit Bill and Billy's Chocobo Ranch near Midgar? They'd be the ones to ask. So yeah, you can bring in a Chocobo on the Highwind itself if you have one. I think though, well, I know you can have a wild chocobo, but the thing is, I think it requires you to technically get chocobo into the farm itself. I think that's what it requires. Oh gosh, oh boy, oh geez, are we leaving? Here we go. Okay, well. Got the high wind. Okay, so control-wise... Okay, that's... Yeah? Okay, well... I would like to get my own chocobo, but that would require a lot of time, unfortunately. Howdy. So I need to rent out some. Looks like you haven't rented any chocopens from us. If you're interested in raising chocobos, go have a chat with my grandpa. Howdy there. Some weather we got, huh? Stars falling out of the sky. What's the world coming to? In times like this, you need a good hobby. Why not give chocobo rearing a shot? No, I'm not just saying that because I want your gill. I just think doing something constructive might be good for y'all, and ain't nothing but more constructive than breeding birds. Huh. And would you look at that? It just happens our ranch is fully freed up. Ain't boarding anyone else's chocobos at the moment. Right. Now we can take up to 6 chocobos for you. Just 10,000 gil a head. How about it? Okay. If you want to raise a chocobo, you gotta need what in the biz called a choco pen. Okay, if you run a pen now, we can keep up to 4 chocobos you catch in an enclosure outside. Then later on, you can choose which ones to put in the choco pen. Okay. I guess I'll get 2, maybe. If you're looking for the lad who takes care of the chocobos, that'd be my grandson. You can find him in the building all the way to on the right. I mean, I got some gil. I heard a story once upon a time about a man somewhere called the Chocobo Sage. Word is, this Chocobo Sage knows the secret to raising the top slot bird. If he really is out there, I'd sure love to meet him someday. Raising chocobos is easy as pie. We'll provide all the day-to-day care for you. All you need to do is buy the feed and put it out in front of your birds. Chocobo's abilities will vary depending on what feed you're given. So we want the choice to be yours. Also, if you manage to find a male and a female chocobo, you can pair them together. Then, if you feed them the special nuts, they'll produce an egg for you. The chocobo that hatches from the egg will inherit most of the abilities from its mother and father. But I've heard that in rare cases, you can get a chocobo with special abilities. Never actually seen it myself, though. Okay, so at least I open up the ranch a little bit, or at least got a couple of slots. So I think at this point, if I were to capture chocobos out in the wild, I can actually send them to the. I think I can actually send them to the chocobo farm. I think that's what it allows me to do at this point, assuming if I want to do that. I just still gotta find it somewhere. I just don't know where. But I did find the Choco Sage's house.
Oh, it's rare to get visitors all the way out here. Come to think of it, I don't remember the last time I had one. Who are you? Me? Why, I'm... who was I again? Huh? You mean you don't know who you are? Well, it's been a while since I gave it any thought. What the heck was it what the heck was it they used to call me? Oh, that's right, the Chocobo Sage. That was my nickname. Yes, the Chocobo Sage. Kind of hard name to forget. Now then, what can I do? What can I do for your folks? Got anything to sell? Got some greens, some nuts. Assists in chocobo breeding. Feeds chocobos. What's the deal with that chocobo? Ah, that one over there? Why, that chocobo... sorry, my memory's not what it used to be. Not exactly sure. Got the last enemy skill materia. Okay, so... What the hell was that? Thing shot us back like a cannon. Yeah, so there's a barrier protecting the crater now. Can't access it, at least not yet. Alright, so gotta find out where Cloud is. But I think for the time being, I'm gonna probably just call it right about here though. Yeah, I think I was going to call it right about here and just hope for the best that I can find Cloud. So, at least not too bad. At least not too bad. At least I got another mode of transportation. That's all I can really say. Alright guys, this is DevilHunterXYZ, and until next time.